Imagine if you could completely bypass the biggest bottlenecks in traditional web development. Today, we're diving into a platform that literally flips the script on how we manage and deliver digital content. If you've ever felt held back by clunky workflows, you are going to find this incredibly fascinating.
Here is the question that really gets developers talking. What if your CMS didn't need SQL? For the longest time, setting up a content management system meant wrestling with external databases and managing all that messy connective tissue between your server and your storage. But what if that requirement was just gone? Keep that in mind as we look at how this platform tackles the problem.
So let's meet the platform making this happen, Anonic XP.
So what is it exactly? Anonic XP is a completely free, open-source content platform built by a Norwegian software company called, you guessed it, Anonic. Being open source is huge here. It gives developers a massive amount of transparency and flexibility, so you aren't boxed into some proprietary corporate ecosystem.
And it's incredibly versatile. You can use it to build three main things: fully featured websites, progressive web applications, so you get that slick, native app feel right in the browser, and web-based APIs. It's really designed to be a flexible engine for whatever your project throws at it.
All right, let's look under the hood at the tech stack.
First off, Anonic XP uses an application framework that lets you write your server logic entirely in JavaScript. If you're a developer, you know this is a game changer. There's no constant context switching between different programming languages for the front end and the back end. You just use the JavaScript skills your team already has, which keeps everything fast and unified.
And here's where we get back to that wild idea from the start. Absolutely zero SQL required. I know, for data architects, that sounds almost like science fiction. But skipping the traditional SQL database completely changes how fast you can deploy and manage your systems.
So how do they actually pull that off? Simple. It ships out of the box with an integrated content repository. The storage mechanism is just built right into the platform. You don't have to provision, connect, or maintain a separate SQL database. It handles the data natively, which wipes out a massive chunk of your infrastructure headache.
Next up, let's talk about the decoupled advantage.
Because this architecture is fully decoupled, you aren't forced down one specific path. You can absolutely build traditional websites where the CMS handles both the content and the layout, or, on the flip side, you can strip all that away and run entirely in headless mode. The choice is totally yours.
And just to cut through the jargon for a second, headless mode simply means the presentation layer, the head, is removed. Instead of the system dictating how things look, it just serves up the raw editorial content. That means you can push that content to literally anything. A smartwatch, a mobile app, a digital billboard, your content is ready to go anywhere.
So who is actually running on this?
If you're wondering whether this can handle massive scale, look at the heavy hitters trusting their infrastructure to it. We're talking Norway Post for national logistics, Gjensidige in insurance, incredibly complex government data for the Labor and Welfare Administration, and even the top men's football league, Eliteserien. When you have logistics, government, finance, and sports all banking on the exact same platform, it speaks volumes about its stability.
Let's wrap this up and look at what this means for the future.
If you take nothing else away, remember these 4 core advantages of Anonic XP. 1. It's completely free and open source. 2. It keeps coding streamlined with JavaScript server logic. 3. It ditches external databases for a natively integrated content repository. And 4. It gives you fully decoupled, headless delivery so your content can reach any device, anywhere.
So here is the real question you have to ask yourself as you review your own digital infrastructure. Is it time to decouple your content? Could dropping SQL and going headless be the exact upgrade your tech stack desperately needs? Think about your current bottlenecks and imagine a workflow where they just don't exist. Keep questioning how you build for the web, and thanks for joining me for this explainer.